It's almost like clockwork, isn't it? The sun, it's summertime here in North America when the sun is beating down on this giant forehead of mine and I have to put on sunscreen before I film these videos. I don't put on sunscreen before I film these videos, but I should. I should. Protect your skin, folks. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm just spitting all over myself. Hi, everybody. It's another Friday. Another week, another Sinatra Lennon video for you. And we just got a few little things here. We got kind of a remembrance razor, like remember when? We got this new product that I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because the gentleman sent it to me. He said, just test it out. I don't want you to talk about it too much. But anyway, got that. And we are going, whenever I do these videos, I'm like, well, what am I going to shave with? And pardon the little particulate matter flying around. The light is shining on the... need to position the shaving brush right over the camera. I got a whole setup here, folks. You wouldn't believe the setup I got here. It's terrible. Ramshackle. Uh-oh. With this ring, I put it on. Yeah, I forgot. I just took a shower. I did my hair. And we're going to go back in time, folks. We're going old school. We haven't shaved with Grandpa Grungy. My 1960 Gillette Fatboy vintage. Look at that. Look at the patina. That's not grunge. That's patina. It's a pop-up patina? No, that didn't work. Grandpa Grungy is back. We're going to set him... Ooh, I got it on 3. Let's open the butterflies. Boy, I really do need to clean this thing, though. It's starting to get even grungier than I would like. Yuck. All right, so let's go to a 5 today. Hey, the mechanism is nice. All right. So we're going to shave with this. We're going to lather up with... I told you, we're going old school. Margaritas in the Arctic. Some of my favorites from the early days of my shaving experience. Got the West Coast shaving brush, the Jolly Rancher, that I've used about 1 billion times. And then Osage rub. Spoiler alert. I should have told you. Now you know the whole shave. You're just going to skip to the end and watch me walk off into the distance. I'm going to throw you a curve. Put some of that on too. Extra double cold frigid types. Mentholated, also mentholated in different ways. I don't remember why. All right. What kind of blade am I going to shave with? This little Bic right here. This little Bic. Why? Because I didn't want to open the new feather package. See? So I'm like, well, what's already open? It's like when you open a new bag of chips. Oh, come on. You got to finish the old ones before you open the new... Chips, I mean potato chips, folks. Crisps, to all of you that don't speak American English. All right, so here we go. We got the Bic blade. We got Grandpa Grungy set on a 5, 1960 Fat Boy. The thing that started it all. This was my first safety razor I ever bought. And I still have it all these years later. That was like 2011, I think, my first video. If you've never seen my first video and you want to see how much I've aged in 12 years, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, okay. Let's put some hot water on my face. Let's lather up. Let's talk about a couple of things. I've got some very disappointing news. And I'm going to talk directly to the gentleman that I am speaking of. Papa Sinatra. I visited them 2 weekends ago, and I brought him his, it was a High Point razor. Anyway, they sent it to him special. It says Papa Sinatra on the handle. And I also brought him the twig. Now, I use the thorn. Here's the thorn. And I had the twig, too. And I said, just try these out. They're real close to a cartridge razor. Did he like them? Did he use them? Well, I got a text today, and he told me. All right, so let's lather up. Long story short, he said no. He's not going to get away from his cartridge razors. So the same rule applies, though. I'm not disappointed. I was going to say I'm slightly disappointed. I'm not disappointed at all. Because I always say use exactly what works best for you. If you don't like safety razors, find something that works best for you. So anyway, there you go, Dad. Thanks for at least trying it out. He got some nicks. I think if he tries it a couple more times, he might give it another try. Just one more. Just use the twig. Okay. Enough yakking. Let's lather up with the old Margaritas in the Arctic from Sterling Soaps out of Booneville, Arkansas. Booneville. Wonder what's happening over there in Booneville today. I bet they got some hound dogs over there. Sorry if you live in Arkansas. I don't know. I can't remember the Arkansas accent. I'm just doing a general... Deep South. Oh man, I put too much water. This thing's getting messy. I got to do it down here, folks. Don't worry. I'm not doing anything untoward down here. I'm just lathering. Mom, I'm just lathering. Why are you in there for 15 minutes? I'm lathering. Okay. I'm blathering. All right. So I got some on my hand, so I like to always just transfer it. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. I mean, you can waste it if you want to. And the next thing I do after I'm done, as soon as I'm done lathering, I wash the dang thing off and I leave it open. And then I lather up. I let it dry, air dry. So yes, I tried to make my father a convert. And I told him, I texted him, I said, well, I guess you can't teach old dogs old tricks, huh? Because, you know, he was born in the time of the safety razor. He probably remembers it. Although he did have a big old 70s mustache for a short time in the 70s. I got a picture of that I should show you. Here you go. Here you go, right here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Unless Dad says it's okay, and then I will. All right. Setting 5. Bic blade. Let's get this done. So I've got a product here. I was, like I said, I'm just going to show it to you. I'm not going to exactly tell you what it's about because he wants me to try it out. And he sent it to me, and it's a thing that is for after you shave. But it's not for you. It's not an aftershave. It's for your razor. It's for your razor blades. No, it's not a sharpener. This is something I've never seen before. And I think that he originally intended it for cartridge razors. And I told him that. I said, well, he said, well, you can put your safety razor blades in there or whatever. So I was like, all right, sure, why not? I'm always impressed with the entrepreneurial spirit of inventors. So even if it's an invention that might not fit my routine, that's meaningless. Because there's a million, billion other people out there. Anyway, so I'll show that to you. Oh, I'll show it to you right now. That's it. That's all I'm going to show you. But this did come with it, this cute little towel. I like this little, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to hang it back here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. How's that? Oops. I'm rinsing my razor in the air. I swear, I get distracted for 1 second and I forget what I'm doing. Hey, I think 5. I used to do this on 7 when I first got it. And I think 5 is a little bit better. I lucked out on buying this back then. I have no idea how much I paid for it. Not very much. I've never spent a ton of money on razors. I spent a ton of money on a guitar, but... and scotch. Oh man, you know what? This is so disappointing. So this was during this is about 2020, 2021. I think it was 2020, something like that. Anyway. Stop me if you've heard this. But my mom gave me a gift certificate to a local liquor store called Specs, because she knows I like scotch. And it's like, well, here you go. I was like, well, I could buy, a number of bottles of my old normal scotch, or I could buy this one I've been wanting to try forever, but I would never spend the money on. Balvenie Portwood 21-year-old. You know what I'm talking about? And it costs like $250. I'm like, I'm going to splurge. I was given this for free. Let's see if it's any good. And I got it home, and I didn't drink it for like a year and a half. It's been sitting in my cabinet. Can you see where this is going? I finally broke it out with my sister and my dad several months ago. And I didn't like it. After all this time, like, oh, I love port. I love Balvenie. I love scotch. I love unpeated scotch. And so this was like, oh, this is old too. It's 21 years old. Man, that's cool. It's history in a glass, kind of, But I didn't like it. It had a dry, at least the bottle I have, which I still have. Okay, second pass. Look at boy, you can really see every line and bump and crag in my face. Please don't watch my videos on a giant HD TV if you want to preserve your sanity and eat your dinner. I wouldn't. So anyway, yeah, this Balvenie 21 Portwood, it was a little too dry. A little too, I don't know if tannic is the right word, but like red wine has that dryness to it. I don't like dry wines. And unfortunately, this scotch was dry. Now, I did open it, like I said, a few months ago. I think I've had a couple very small drams of it since. I like that dram. I even used a Glencairn glass. How you like that? I recently bought a Texas style Glencairn glass that the bottom of it, if you know what a Glencairn glass is, it's like shaped like that. And it's for, swirling and sniffing scotch. Anyway, they made one that was Texas style and the bottom is like a shot glass. So the top is shaped like Glencairn and then it goes down to a shot glass with a heavy bottom. I love a good leaded glass with a heavy bottom. Big bottom. Ah, Spinal Tap. If you haven't seen Spinal Tap, the mockumentary, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? No, go watch it. No. I'm not going to shave anymore until you go watch it right now. Yep. Go ahead. No, it's streaming somewhere, I'm sure. Only joking. So anywho, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, nothing, I don't think. I don't have any shout outs this week, so if anybody needs some shout outs or wants to be shouted out, please leave a comment. I read every single comment, even though I don't respond to them all. All right. Well, this week, what have we been doing? Tax Day is coming up, April 18th this year, because the April 15th is on a weekend, so we get a bit of a reprieve. We're having to pay taxes, and this was the first year that we had to do our kids' taxes too, so man, what a headache. I had a headache. That was one of those things when I was a kid that I dreaded having to do as an adult, doing taxes. And up until now, it's been super easy. Like, that's, especially back when I was single and you have one W-2. It's nothing. But this was the first year where it really got complicated. I had to download TurboTax, for goodness sake. Oh, boy. But anyway, I did it. It's done and filed, and that's a weight off, but I still have a headache. I've been getting more headaches lately. Just stress, I guess. Okay, so there's 2 passes. I tell you what, Grandpa Grungy, if this was the only razor I had, that'd be fine. You don't have to own a lot of razors. Just find one really good one. Maybe one double-sided, one single-edged, just, you don't have to feel the need to buy, like I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 razors right here. And more down here and more in that bag. So most of those were sent to me. So I'm very lucky in that way. Ooh, I tell you what, this is going to be menthol madness because this is mentholated. This is mentholated in a whole other way. Terror. Oh yeah, this is Terror in case you didn't notice. From Barrister and Man. And this is mentholated. So I'm already feeling that lovely, lovely tingle. That lovely tingle. That sounds like a Frank Sinatra song they never released. For good reason. That lovely tingle. Chick. Hey, look at that. Kris Kringle. No, okay, that's enough. That's enough. No Christmas songs. Not yet. Okay. Third pass. Hey, remember this razor? Let's go back to the memory lane section. Remember this razor? I just came across this when I was looking for something. It's the SR71 double-edged slant razor from the Holy Black in New York. Now, I'm not going to use this today. I just saw, I was like, wait, what is that one? Oh, yeah, it's that weird one. This stubby little guy. Do you remember that? Did you see the review of this guy? Look at this thing. It's a crazy, stubby little razor with a crazy thick head and it's slanted. Look at that. That is nuts. That's just kind of funny. It's funny. I like it. I don't remember how it shaves. Maybe I'll leave it out and check it out for the next video. But anyway, I came across that and I was like, oh yeah. All right, third pass. Do I have any nicks? I got tiniest little nicks. Grandpa Grungy always nicks me. Keeps me honest. All right. So what else is going on in y'all's world, huh? That's what I want to know. Had a couple people contact me saying, hey, if you're going to be in London this summer, Love to meet you. Love to, buy you a pint or a cup of tea or something. So I'm trying to figure out if that's feasible at all because it's this huge, the reason we're going is this huge family reunion. So they're bringing everybody over to England. So I don't know when I'll be free, but I do know where we're staying. We're staying with family, cousins, I believe. Yeah, cousins, my wife's cousins. And they live near St. John's Wood. So very nice section of London. So that's where I'll be. That's where our home base is, as far as I know. Near St. John's Wood, or in that area. I don't know. I've been to London a few times. I love using the tube to get around. It is the best subway system I've ever used. I've used the one in New York. The New York one is exceedingly complicated and confusing. The London one couldn't be more simple. I hear the Paris Metro is like that. So maybe we'll get to use that when we go to Paris this summer as well. But anyway, so the caveat of me going over to England is I don't know when I'll be free. So if you have contacted me and wanting to meet up, I can't give you any promises yet, but I will let you know. Now, if you live a long way from London, you have to drive in, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Unless you just want to, unless you want to go visit. You need to do something in the city, perhaps. But I've been watching so many YouTube videos about the medieval times in England, and all these, like the Roman Wall. You can walk what's left of the Roman Wall. As a history guy, London is the epitome of history. Everything from the Romans all the way to the Beatles and, everything in between. And all those weird Middle Ages and stuff. Yeah. Can't wait. It's been a few years since we were there. I think we went in 2017 last. I can't remember exactly. Did I make a video back then from London? Because I'll be gone for a little while, so I'll have videos coming from Europe. Oh, that'd be exciting. Man. I don't know, I have to, last time my wife and I, instead of doing like international plans on our phones, I know this is fascinating conversation, folks. Stop me if you're bored. Like literally just stop and go to another video. Anyway, let that dry off. I just put it up here. There we go. Dry off there, boy. Dry my face, put on some aftershave. Oh. What the heck was I saying? Gosh dang it. See, I get distracted. I'm such a ding dong. I'm going to take this out because I don't use Grandpa Grungy every day, so I take the blade out. I think I'm going to leave him out and give him a little bit of a scrub because he's a little funky looking. I'm a little funky looking, I guess. What the heck was I talking about? London? I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, so anyway. 2017? Gosh. I'm having a senior moment. I'm sorry, folks. Ignore me, please. Okay, let's do this. I'm not sure which to put on first. The terror, caution, extremely cold. Keep away from eyes and anything else that you would prefer not to freeze. You have been warned. See what it says right there? Cute. I like it. Have a little fun. You know what I've discussed with my wife recently? There's not enough whimsy in the world anymore. Everything got so deadly serious. Like back in the old days, just look at McDonald's. Back in the 70s, they had play places, they had cartoon stuff, they had Ronald McDonald, they had clowns, they had, playgrounds. Kids had birthday parties. And now if you go to a modern McDonald's in the United States, it looks like a gray box. Like somebody compared it to a depressed middle-aged person. When did McDonald's turn into a depressed middle-aged person? Anyway, we need more whimsy in the world, more fun. Like, just doesn't even have to have any depth or weight to it, as long as it's positive. Brings you some joy. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't, that's all right. That's all right. All right. Speaking of all right, as I look around, I think that's it. That's it, folks. So I hope you're having a good week. I hope you have a good weekend. We've got a ton of baseball this weekend. We got tournament, and we got soccer games, and it never ends. Never ends being a parent. So to all you parents out there, good luck in everything you got coming up this weekend. What are they doing over in England? What's it like? what's like the kids' sports that they get into? Obviously, football, soccer, But anyway, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Okay. Well, that's it, folks. I keep running the water because I've run out of things to do. So that means it's time to go. See y'all very soon. Bye.